Hello and welcome to Everything to Guppy, the podcast where we talk about every single item, every single enemy, every single everything in the Binding of Isaac. I'm William Hughes, and I'm joined as always by a guy who probably wishes his name was less applicable to punning, Gary Butterfield.
Mm-hmm. Gary Butterbean.
Ooh, Gary, you getting right on topic.
I did on accident.
Oh.
I was like, oh, that is that. I mean, accident's not really the right.
Yeah, what's the accident there?
Can I tell you a Butterbean story?
Please, Gary.
When I was in...
Gary, I'm desperate for content on this one because this is the most nothing fucking item in the entire game.
I think there's like a meta stuff to talk about this item.
Okay.
When I was... Well, because they know it's bad. Like
All
they
right.
created that I can't believe it's not Butterbean. Which we want to save it for that thing. But I feel like this is like Edmund being like, yeah, we know this item is shit. However, there's a Chicago Bull named Bob Love.
Okay. Are you thinking of Michael Jordan?
Nope.
Are you thinking of Scottie Pippen?
Yep.
Okay.
No. It's his nickname is Butterbean. And he came and spoke at like a school event for me when I was 4th grade.
Just
and
haunting you,
nobody
huh?
cared. No, I don't know. It's just a weird thing where I just think about, oh, Butterbean Love. And there's all this like great carnival art and stuff of him holding butterbeans. And like, there's one here of him spinning a butterbean on his finger like a basketball.
Well, that's beautiful.
Just pulled up. And yeah, that guy came up and talked to me and he's 6'8". So he's a giant.
Uh-huh.
And his name is Butterbean, much like this item and my name as well.
Yeah. When you met him, were you like, hey, I'm Gary Butterfield, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, bud.
I was like, listen, I'm in 4th grade, but we have similar names. I don't know a lot about basketball, but in the future, I'm going to do a podcast about a video game that has your name in it.
Because you were you were a prophet. We've never talked about you being a prophet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of the stuff that I talk about is like predicting my own bouts of diarrhea.
Sure.
So most of it.
Buddy, where's the clock right now on that one?
You know, it's a little bit like The Watchmen. Like we've got, we're like a minute to midnight, but a minute can be 1,000 years. It can be, it's like the doomsday clock.
Sure. You know what they say, a watched man never watches.
Yeah. And a diarrhea man never washes.
Gary, you should wash after the diarrhea. It's spreading germs everywhere. That's how we get cholera.
What is this, the Ritz? Like, I don't know.
That's a crackers thing to say. That's not an expression.
A crackers thing to say.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the show now where we are really leading into the idea that slurs against non-persecuted races are good. And fine. So it is quite all right for me to say something. You'd be like, that's a real crackers thing to say. Thanks, Will.
I meant crackers like crazy.
I know. I just saying that's a real crackers thing to say is very funny to me. I guess that was a white thing to say. Thanks, Will.
I guess. Aw. Oh, wait. You can't be racist against white people. I'm fine.
There we go. And we can't be racist against each other because we're friends.
That's...
Just
Let's not examine it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Butterbean, also a boxer. He was in the Jackass movie.
It has so many butterbeans.
Yeah. I mean, it's an evocative phrase.
It's extremely evocative.
I don't think I like actual butterbeans, though. I don't know that I've had them.
I have. They're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's probably like in the lower third of my bean ranking.
Well, Gary, now you've introduced the rest of the episode.
The bean ranking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bean Report.
The Bean Report.
Pita.
Number 1 bean.
I just said pita. I was trying to get to Pinto.
Pita Pinto. Number 1 bean. Oh, excuse me.
Ooh. Sounds like we just got a preview.
Early storm warning. Like burps at light, sailor's delight.
Early frost warning by Gary Butterfield, still available somewhere, maybe.
On itch.io, I don't know how to support it. So if it doesn't work on your computer, I'm sorry. Yeah, number 1 bean. Probably for me, the humble black bean.
I like the black bean. It goes good on a chipotle.
Mm-hmm. Good on chipotle. Second bean, I'm going to go for a wild card and say garbanzo because I like hummus.
All right. Also, just good mouthfeel on the word.
Mm-hmm. Garbanzo.
Bulbous bouffant. Blubber macadamia.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, the works of Dr. Demento are a real through line on this show.
Mm-hmm. He's the invisible third chair, the third guppy, the good doctor.
Just sitting there, top hatted.
Yep. Struggling to breathe through a piece of duct tape.
Duck feed.
Duct feed.
Oh,
Duckfeed.tv, the podcast network where we kidnap novelty radio people. We're coming to take you away.
Coming for you, Tom Lehrer.
Yep, take that, Tom Lehrer. I'm going to dip your face, I'm going to drown you in a big pile of shaving cream. What's your least favorite bean? What's the bottom of the bean barrel?
I mean, God, Gary, you really put me on the spot here. Peas.
Peas?
Peas.
Yeah. I like a pea.
Or, yeah, I don't know. Gary, I don't even know if that's true. I was just going on instinct. I don't even know if that's a fucking bean. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is, yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up this whole thing.
It's okay. It's okay. This item is active use item, and it creates a little non-damaging fart cloud that pushes enemies like a centimeter away, and you can use it every 3 seconds.
Yeah, Gary,
and it's the worst.
I have to ask, is it an active use item if it does nothing?
It's a real technicality.
Yeah.
This item, I did not know this. This ties into the more interesting item. That if you drop this and pick it back up, it can turn into... wait, what? I can't believe it's not Butterbean?
Well, that's clever.
That's real clever, which I think is a good item. I like wait, what?
Very briefly, what does that one do, just for my benefit?
Same time limit, but instead of nothing, it creates a explosion and rocky shockwaves.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That act as bombs. So it's unlimited bombs on a timer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, did we say this recharges every 3 seconds, but it's still nothing?
It's literally nothing. You can deflect shots with it.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah, you can. I've done it before, but it's so dumb because you're never getting one bullet every 3 seconds in Isaac.
So say, you can do a lot of things, Gary. I could be exercising right now.
In 3 seconds. Yeah, I could do. It is. We could be exercising right now.
Gary, what's the most useful thing you could do in 3 seconds?
Probably come one gigantic spider egg.
Yeah,
like a draw undercome.
Sure. Yeah, Gary, I love our continued trend of referencing things. I will now have to see if I can edit back into the show.
I don't even know if I recorded them.
I don't think you did. But yeah, we were talking, of course, about the undercome earlier.
Yeah, the undercome, which is what the drow do when they nut, which is also a legume which has bean-like properties.
Oh yeah, drow cum is probably my least favorite.
That's a terrible bean.
Yeah.
It's a terrible bean. By Lolth. By Lolth. It's a terrible bean.
By Lolth.
By Lolth. If I had to choose between drow cum and drider cum, I might go for drow because of hunky dritzt.
I guess so. Like, dritzt does come drow cum.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Gary,
my update on... Is he a Daywalker? Is it half? Is he half drow or is he full drow?
I believe he's full drow.
Yeah, I think he's full drow.
I don't think it would land as well, his rebellious nature, if he was only half drow. Not like that fucker Blade.
Yeah, Blade the Daywalker.
While we're on this a topic, a quick update that my mom has continued to listen to the show.
Uh-oh.
And has now been bullying me that she might tell Edmund about the show.
Oh,
so she's now engaging in inside jokes about the show.
Does she know how serious we are about no one doing that?
I hope so, because we're
so not a bit.
It's like really not.
I really don't want anyone to do that. This is not reverse psychology or anything. This isn't like when we told you guys to post on Reddit. We really didn't want you to because we knew it'd be horrible. This is a real thing I do not want to have happen.
Like, we get that the show is about doing terrible things to each other. This is a step too far.
It's not a show about you guys doing terrible things to us.
Yeah.
It's a thing like it's when you're watching two gladiators fight for your amusement, which is basically what this show is.
Oh, okay. Sweaty. I'm having to do a lot of work here to get us into armor.
Mm-hmm. We're very sweaty.
We're sweaty, and the armor is straining. Let's say that.
Yeah, the armor is straining, and we are straining to insult each other and do jokes. I
just got a thumbs down. There goes my head.
Yep, exactly. That's what this show is like. But the audience in that show, in a gladiatorial combat, doesn't go and tell the emperor about the gladiators. I think that's the metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, I think he's Edmundicus McMoranicus, like the emperor of Isaac. Oh man.
Oh boy. If you do want to give us some feedback, why not leave a review?
That's a great way to do it. Do you have a review for us?
I sure do,
You got any
Gary.
good ones?
This one's a
Let's go.
5-star review. Thank you.
Thank you. That's stars.
Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
From Rakuten. Who the hell is Isaac? Two handsome boys commit to strange jokes and explore all the tangents. Trinket.
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 Thank you for calling us handsome.
Yeah, I can't take it, but Gary will take it for both of us.
Oh yeah. My girlfriend is extremely effusive about my looks, so it is hard. I have to take it or just live in a perpetual state of deflection.
It's not that bad.
The perpetual state of deflection?
I mean, I've been living in
You don't
it
seem
for
happy.
25 years.
It seems bad from the outside.
My girlfriend's attracted to me, and that's an endless
That's
nightmare.
rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough putt. May everyone listening, may your girlfriends damn you with only the faintest of praise.
All I want from everybody is just nodding, slightly begrudged acceptance.
Yeah, serviceable.
Yeah.
This is my serviceable looking boyfriend, Will Hughes.
Adequate. I strive for adequacy in all things.
Yeah, workmanlike, like that bit from News Radio.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one person on this planet I could podcast with and feel reasonably confident you've seen that episode of News Radio.
I have absolutely seen it, but I don't remember it super well.
Stuck in my head for some reason. They're doing employee evaluations.
Okay.
And Phil Hartman's character gets like workmanlike or something.
Right, and he really enjoys it.
He thinks it's an insult, but it was meant as a compliment.
Okay.
Like he's like, no, we mean you're dependable, and like the boss on that gave everyone reviews that were all like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does the job, and he meant them as good.
I try to be good hard worker, man, but Refrigerator's so messy, so very, very messy. That's a phrase that's buried in my brain forever.
I went to my friend's house who had kids yesterday for Christmas stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they're reading the Sideways Stories from Wayside School.
Lewis Sacker, love that book.
Lewis Sacker. And I pulled out a complete poem from one of those, just from like my mind, got one sock looking for the other.
Stuck very much in my... Gary, probably say it once a week.
Okay, well let's
got one sock looking for its brother.
Looking for the other. Got one sock looking for its brother. If
I find that sock...
I'll tell you what I'll do. Stick it on my foot, put it in my shoe. And I was like, what
the fuck is this podcast?
It's the Lewis the Carcast.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it was still in my brain. Yeah, no, it's just those stories. Holes can go suck a dick. I had no idea it was in my head. Like this 3-year-old came up to me and said, and her mom was like, tell Gary what you're reading. And she's like, Sedgway, Wayside. And I was like, got one shoe, looking for, just immediately pulled it out with
Mrs. Zarf doesn't exist. Floor 19, fuck off.
Yeah. Ray Gun, BB Gun. All these different characters that all popped back into my head. I was like, I read those 70 times when I was little.
Awesome. So look out for Winging It with Will about our memories of the Wayside Story.
Cool. Yep. Yeah. It's go Wayside.
I think they made a TV show out of that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So we talked about reviews. You could also give us some
give coin. Bumbo wants coin.
It sure does.
Preferably 500 of them a month.
You talking pennies here?
Quarters.
Oh,
I really want somebody to really hook us up. And good night.
Good night.